Hey guys, happy to see you. And today I would like to share a few things, maybe for you to understand better what kind of situation Eastern European ladies are looking for and what kind of situation that try to avoid or maybe even running away. So, with all my respect, with Eastern European, Russian and Ukrainian men, and we have a lot of great men, I have to say. And our men who are great, they are really great. But that's another story. Today I'm gonna talk about actually downsides and kind of pictures of fears that Eastern European women have, and why do they take all these chances to meet somebody else, maybe from another culture. So we have this fear of a man on a couch. Yes. In some ways, our men often deal with situation is they don't deal with it. They would avoid talking about serious things about relationships. They would avoid to maybe progress the relationship, and when time is to maybe take a serious decision, um, they sometimes would lay, I mean, not literally, but they would avoid doing it. But we had a situation in 90s. I was, I mean, very young. I mean, basically I was a child back then, but I was very observant, and so many marriages had fell apart because in a marriage was economy changing and the situation changing. Men lost their jobs, and women too, but women seem to be more adjustable. And really, this is where I would like to talk about how strong our women really are. Once in a while I receive comments from people saying, oh, you guys or girls are spoiled, you have nothing to offer, you just want a man to take care of you. And that is absolutely not true. Because our women are extremely strong, but they never talk about that. They still want for a man to be a man. Maybe that is one of the reasons that they not never talk about it. Our women have this incredible power of adjusting, and so many. I've seen so many families where wives were taken over when the crisis kicked in 90s, and later on, they would take any jobs to feed the family, because when you have children, failure is not an option. I knew many women who used to be PhD, who used to be engineers, who used to be doctors, selling things on the street, taking 5 jobs, literally cleaning houses just to survive. When we had a big change in 90s, in early 90s, so USSR, fall or I don't know, fail, fall, whatever you want to name it. But all the systems established, they all crashed. Like, for example, my parents were both engineers, and in early 90s, they both lost their jobs. They were just closed down. So my mom also started doing some business, but it was just a very hard time. We had no idea how to live without a system, and ladies seem to be more adjustable. They figured it out faster, and many men laid on a couch, depressed, shocked, stressed. As because in our classic culture, man has to be a provider, and what happened, they just didn't know what to do. I'm not saying that was everybody did that, but that was a thing that they felt useless, they felt lost. And so all our ladies, I would say in their 20s, maybe like later 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, they have fear of a man on a couch. Man who is depressed, man who gave up, man who is lazy, man who isn't active. And so my message to you guys, I know it's a little hectic today, but my message to you is do not represent the man on the couch, because I have to say it's, I'm a part of representative of, post USSR, because I grew up there, so it's my fear as well. And fear in the ways of, we always want to see our man on a horse. We're ready to support him. We're ready to be a backup. We're ready to, you know, as much as we expect our man to be strong and give his shoulder, we're ready to give him our shoulder, as long as he is keep doing something, as long as he is not just laying there and doesn't know what to do. You know, idle mind is a devil's workshop, and this is so true. I think for a lady, maybe if a lady's for a while is unemployed or taking care of a kid or maybe establishing a new business, whatever she's doing, ladies seem to do much better when they do not go to a signed job, but they just seem to be able to find things to do. With guys, on average, it seems like if there is no system, they just degrade and deteriorate so fast. It does depend on personality, but I've seen that many times. So if you are the kind of guys that somewhat suffer from depression, somewhat overwhelmed or feel insecure, do something about it. You can change your life, you can step into your higher self, maybe take some extra classes, maybe start working out. You going to be very attractive if you're motivated and if you're active in your life. That's a lot of people say, oh, it's all about money, or that as women we only need someone to support us or someone to pay our bills, and it's absolutely not true. For a smart lady, for long-term relationship, what we are looking for is a man on a mission, a strong, motivated man. And it's not like we don't understand that once in a while you have to be in your cave, you want everybody to leave you alone. That is understandable. But do not let that image, that kind of like too laid back, kind of lazy, just saying how it is, don't let that take over you. Because that's more than anything will, detract the maybe the ladies that you like is the woman of your dreams. And I see that a lot with guys, even here, living in Michigan. I sometimes ran into single guys and they share their life, and they just like, yeah, I come home, I just open up some beer and just relax and watching TV. There is nothing criminal about it, but we are just not attracted to a guy who that's his lifestyle. That's different is if it's once or twice a week, but we're just not attracted to a guy who doesn't have that strong personality that is doing something and kind of on a mission. So kind of the opposite of being depressed, the opposite of being demotivated. We need a leader. We can be leaders ourselves, and most of our ladies are, but I'm gonna say it like real simple, we just aren't attracted to weak guys. It sounds terrible, and I think that men who are quiet and doing their thing, I don't consider them weak. By weak, I mean the person who knows they need to do the work, they need to be maybe more organized, more motivated, but they let day by day pass and blame everybody that their life isn't getting better. I have to say, I might sound judgmental, but I meet these guys on daily basis, when I go out and having conversations. So the magic fairy not gonna come unless you are prepared, unless you put your effort, and then one day your effort times that you invest in yourself will meet the opportunity. And you will be where you want to be. I feel like I'm again holding a motivational speech, but guys, my main point is I don't care if you're looking for a relationship with American woman, English woman, French, Ukrainian. You really, we got to deal with ourselves first, and don't let yourself get into mode of depression. Get out there, show up, and things will line up for you. Thank you.